It's a local charity. We started based on the need in the community. So every dollar raised here stays here, and we think that's very important. Most fundraising is a tough job. Many of our grants, though, are reimbursable. So we have to raise the money, spend it, and then be reimbursed. So every dollar that we can earn from any donor in the community is important to us. Camp Cope is 8 sessions over 16 weeks. There's a topic each week. We believe that coping skills are an important part of the process of managing grief and loss. So we want everyone that is a participant at Adams Place to choose and find their healthy coping skills. We average 95% of folks stay with us once they start. Every family member gets their own time to connect, learn some skills, and feel empowered by the time they leave. I'm humbled from the financial contributions from partners. We are able to bring our best to the children and pay it forward and optimize what resources we have. Our schools may not have the capacity to do that, so we're here to fill that gap.
Hi, my name is Frances Young. I'm the clinical social work intern for Leeds STEM Academy. It's about providing grief services to all the students here that are in need. Kelly and I collaborated and were able to provide the Camp Cope here on campus for all the students. Adams Place has made it very fun for them to recognize their loved one that they've lost, but then to be able to still go to class after that hour is over. So it's been good for them, and I've seen the improvement with the students I've had with me for a while. It's amazing and very needed. I mean, it's a nonprofit, so I can send any family from any walk of life that can go there without any kind of needs for funds, insurances. It's something that has been nothing but helpful to children. I mean, grief is hard to deal with and to work with the child on, so a lot of parents may be lost, and so to have people who are specifically trained in that area has been a great help for the children here.
Yeah. Good evening, everybody. If you're watching us here on Facebook, good evening to you. Welcome to the 11th annual Vintage and Vines Fundraiser Gala, benefiting Adams Place. We're coming to you virtually from the Jaguar Land Rover Las Vegas showroom. Even though you guys are at home, we actually have a limited number of guests here. We're actually practicing social distancing. I'm actually standing at least 6 feet away from everybody, hence why I'm not wearing a mask. So people are wearing a mask in here. I'm 6 feet away from my co-MC tonight, Vinny Grasso, and that's the reason we're having a virtual Vintage and Vine this year, because of course we're mindful. We want to keep everybody healthy, but we want you to watch, and the reason for holding this fundraiser is definitely getting people to give back to Adams Place. Even if you're at home and we're here in the Jaguar Land Rover Las Vegas showroom, we still want you to give back, because as you know, if you've been supporting Adams Place all these years, and they've been around over 11 years now, is they do provide peer support, helping kids, teens, and families across Southern Nevada coping with grief and loss. So they've helped thousands of kids and lots of families across Southern Nevada. So we are so excited to be here today. I want to introduce you to my co-MC tonight. His name is Vinny Grasso. Vinny, so great to be here with you.
So great to be here. Oh, thank you. Yes. It is really an honor and a privilege to be doing something for Adams Place, such a wonderful charity. And as Petrania said, yes, there are some VIPs here in the Jaguar Land Rover showroom here in Las Vegas, but we are practicing social distancing, and we will also be wearing masks if we are not practicing social distancing. So safety is definitely a concern for tonight, because it is the first virtual version of this event. And we are going to be streaming over Facebook Live as well as YouTube. For the next hour and a half, we ask that if you are joining us, could you please like this page and share it and leave comments. And, well, I mean, we have a lot of exciting things planned for you tonight, so yeah. I think we should just get started, right?
That's right. Vinny, by the way, is, if you've never seen him in action, Vinny is actually a magician here in town. He's an entertainer, so he has some tricks up his sleeves. He's going to be performing for us. We also have singer Kelly Vaughn, who is here with us in the showroom. She's going to be singing in a little bit, her original music, original recording. We have DJ Mike Fox, who's providing entertainment for us here as well. So we have very special guests, and also the main reason we're here today, the reason you're watching us on Facebook right now is we want you to donate whatever you can for Adams Place. You know, it's been such a tough year, not just for this nonprofit, but so many nonprofits across the country because we can't have in-person event, right? So we want you to be able to give back from the comfort and safety of your own home. And there are many easy ways to give back. You can actually text us at VV2020 to 44321, or you can go to our website right now at adamsplacealv.org and click donate. Or you can go to our silent auction. We actually have a virtual silent auction that's been underway for about a week now. It's actually ending at 6:30 tonight, so you still have time. Go to Adams Place Facebook page and on their website. And so many great items up for bid. We have a personal photo shoot, 2-night stay at the Cosmopolitan Hotel, couples massage and facial at the Canyon Ranch Spa at the Venetian, 7-night stay at a Mexican resort, you name it, we have it. It's still going on until about 6:30 tonight, and we're gonna let people know when that ends as well. So adamsplacealv.org. And we have a big goal. We're raising a lot of money, right?
Our goal is $25,000. You can pitch in, we're gonna get it, right? You can pitch in right here for all the folks that are here in the showroom for Jaguar Land Rover, and you can also pitch in at home. There are plenty of ways to donate. We have, around the showroom, we have some fabulous interns in their lovely orange shirts. They will be going around because we have a 50-50 going on.
50-50 raffle.
Yeah.
And all the interns out there, raise your hand. You're wearing a bright orange shirts? There you are. They're going to come sell you some raffle tickets.
Yeah.
So you want to explain how that works?
The tickets are $20 for one ticket, or
Right.
you can get 7 for $100.
Okay.
And it's, like we said, a 50-50 raffle, so 50% of it goes to a wonderful cause, and 50% of it goes to you.
That's right, and we always have some special prizes aside from that as well. So we're going to tell you a little bit about that coming up in a little bit. We also, if you see behind me here, we have the teddy bear in a box. So basically, this is the 3rd annual teddy bear drive. We want the public, if you're watching this at home, come to Jaguar Land Rover Las Vegas until November 19th and drop off a small-sized teddy bear. Actually, let me walk over. So it's actually this size right here. So don't bring that big one back over there. Bring this size teddy bear, and these bears will actually go in a bag, Camp Cope bag, for the kids who are a part of this program. So definitely bring these bears. They're great for them, especially with the holiday season coming up. Really good way to give back. So Vinny, who do we have coming up next?
I think we should start this off.
Yes, let's start the show.
With the founder and executive director of Adams Place, Kelly Thomas Boyers.
I am so honored to be part of a community that has formed bonds to keep a mission going strong. When we had to change our business model last year to virtually working with youth, we were able to do so because of the support that we receive from our community partners, such as Jaguar Land Rover, Sierra Heating and Cooling, Oyo Hotel, all those that have been with us over the years. It's been so important for us to keep some structure, to keep some consistency. And when we could not have our event last spring, it was the combined efforts of all the folks that are here right now. Big shout out to Houseback Brand, Petrania, everyone that Beth, everyone, Karen, everyone that made tonight possible. But it's for the children in our community. We rank 50th in the country for accessibility for children in mental health services. We can do better, we will do better, and we are doing better. By being together tonight and forming and contributing to what our mission is and our partnerships with area schools and providing our program virtually, we will keep providing our program for free for children ages 3 to 18. So how about that for a mission? Mental health and wellness is something that we have to stay consistent with accessibility and the small steps that help children gain the skills to choose healthy coping skills. Tonight, where I'm just grateful to be here, grateful for everyone that has been made tonight possible. My friend Mark and Ann Wayman, who really threw the resources at the table to make this night possible. Let's give it a hand to them. And it's been 11 years, people. We've been 11 years strong. I'd like to bring up my very dear friend and someone who believes in our community and does so in word and deed. You know, our corporate partners are so important to all of us because we end up filling the gaps between what we have available and to what we can have available to the community. And for our partners like Ray Donardi at Jaguar Land Rover, woohoo! We're just so grateful year after year his commitment. So thank you, Ray. A few words?
You know, we're real proud to be part of Adams Place. We've been supporting Kelly and her program for 10 years now. And I think it's done a lot of good for the community. A lot of kids have been helped, and the skills that they're going to need when they go out into the world and they start looking for jobs, they start getting involved with life. Hopefully they'll have the skills they need to make a smoother transition. It's a very important program. I'm glad we're part of it, and I want to thank everybody for coming out tonight. Thank you.
Thank you, Ray. And that's important because what we do at Adams Place is really life skills. They're coping skills because these children have had a profound loss. And the disorganization of family and rearranging those coping skills come to play, and they are a lifelong investment. And that's what our program provides. And so with that, I am so happy to be able to start things off tonight. Petrania, do I get to say anything more? Because I'd love to.
Do you want to introduce Alan Doucette to come up to introduce his mom's video?
I would love to introduce Alan. Alan was my son Adam's best friend, and he has become a best friend of mine. And he has also volunteered in word and deed. And Alan, I'm just so grateful for you to be here.
Thank you very much for those kind words. Like Kelly was saying, I'm Alan Doucette. I'm a facilitator at Adams Place for about 3 years now. I went to high school with Adam, and music was a big part of our lives, and that's why my mom put together a little video. She knew Adam as well. She's a musician, and some of the coping skills education that we do at Adams Place involves music, listening to music, and sometimes we have guest musicians come in and talk about songwriting, and it just watching their faces kind of just light up. And well, I'll keep it short and sweet, but my mom's going to do a video playing a song. I believe it's Amazing Grace, and that's about it.
Hi, my name is Olga Briskin, violinist and a friend of Adams Place. I want to thank you all for being here tonight and to be supporting all these people and helping to heal the pain of a lot of children and families who lost a loved one. So I feel so proud to be tonight here honoring the memory of a great, great young man like was Adam Thomas. I remember like yesterday, all those years in the high school when they come over my place with all his friends, with my son Alan Doucette, playing music, swimming, jumping. I remember Adam with a great sense of humor and always laughing, helping each other. I remember Adam as a loyal friend, very charismatic, and very, very nice guy. So I will never forget Adam Thomas. I want to thank a lot to Kelly, Adam's mother, to invite me to this fundraiser and have the opportunity to play one of my favorite music ever, Amazing Grace, with my all of love to the all of you. God bless you all.
right, and that was a beautiful performance by Olga Briskin. Again, her son is Alan Doucette, one of the volunteers here at the nonprofit Adams Place. And this is a reminder on why this organization is so great, because of all the people who are giving back in so many ways, not just the volunteers, but people in the community who donate money to us all year round. One great way to give back to Adams Place is by being a part of Adams Place Superhero Club. Is actually a sustainable membership program for just $10 a month. The money goes so far in helping with so many programs they have, including Camp Cope and Camp Cope in schools. They're now in like more than 10 schools now across Clark County. They've been doing virtual programs, even though it's during COVID-19, the pandemic. Adams Place has found a way to actually help, and there were so many programs. Vinny, I'm talking. I'm just kidding. Vinny is actually getting ready for his next segment. Is really excited coming up. So, but basically, we want you to give as much as possible. The reason we're here today, and the people who are here in our showroom right now, is to give back to Adams Place as much as possible, not just today, but year round, because the community really needs the help all year round. So, Vinny, you're standing by with a very special guest.
Yes, I
Chef
have.
Nina Manchev.
Yes, from the restaurant Forte. Forte restaurant.
Yes, Forte.
So we are going to do some appetizers and wine pairings, correct?
Yes, correct. We have 2 dishes here that are really simple and really great for the holidays, so I'm going to show how we create them.
Simple is good for all of us.
Exactly. The dishes that we have, one is pan con tomate. There's some over there that is set up for you guys to enjoy. Pan con tomate means tomato bread. So we do that using tomato pulp, a little garlic, salt, and I'm going to show you real quick. This is very simple for the holidays. You can add cheese to it, other things, and I think your party guests will enjoy. And all of these dishes pair really good with white wine. I brought a couple here. We actually have Forte and Friends Chardonnay, which is our own brand, and it's good because for the next dish you can add it to the food and you can drink while you're doing it too.
That's good.
So we have our bread. We make our bread in-house at Forte.
If you cannot make your bread in-house, you do not have a bread oven and all of that, what would you suggest here?
To come to Forte and we will make it for you.
Good answer.
We like to simplify things. We have these amazing tomatoes. The tomatoes have been really good all season long and even extending. And all we're going to do is cut the tomato in half, and then we have our cheese grater, the bigger side of the cheese grater, and then we're just going to grate the pulp. And then for the garlic, I run the garlic through the food processor with a little olive oil, and it creates a really nice paste that distributes well in the sauce.
About how many tomatoes per pieces of bread do you think?
I think about 1 tomato will cover maybe like 4 pieces of bread, so you should be good. And I did this dish because Vinny, doesn't eat meat, so we added a vegan dish, so that's another good thing.
And so 1 tomato for 4 pieces of bread, and if you're like me, 4 pieces of bread is just getting you started on this meal. It's so delicious.
Yeah, that's not going to be enough. But see, we have the tomato paste. We like to use kosher salt. You just add a pinch of that to taste. And then we have, you can see our garlic paste. And I do, for about 1 tomato, it's about half a tablespoon of garlic, or you can add more. I really love garlic. So this ends up building a really nice sauce. And I've done this demo before. You can also add this sauce to pasta, to other things, so you're not limited with just this dish.
When you add it to pasta, do you cook it at all, or do you just keep it cold?
Actually, just cold. So just a simple like spaghetti or something, and you can just toss it at the end. It warms up a little bit and just makes it nice and fresh. Add the parsley if you want to, a little Parmesan. What else show you? Who's tried it over there so far? Good.
Please save a few. Keep a few left over, please.
And if you like to, you can toast the bread. That adds another nice texture to it. Toss that in there.
Oh yeah, I think I had this at your restaurant, and it was toasted. The bread was toasted first?
Yes. I didn't want to bring it toasted because I don't want it to dry out, but here we have our bread. You can add more olive oil to it if you like. I like to use, we actually have a little shop at Forte too. We sell olive oil, cheeses, charcuterie, caviar. So we have a bunch of different things if you want to come in and buy gifts for the holiday. It's kind of a one-stop shop. Or if you don't want to cook, we can just make everything for you.
That's the option I usually choose when I'm over there.
That's it. A little parsley. And you just have a really nice snack, and this you can pair with other things. As well as the next dish, you can use this as a vessel for scooping up all the sauce. So I've actually never made this before, so we'll see what happens.
That's great.
I'm kidding, I've made this before. So I'm gonna add all the ingredients kind of slow because the pan is a little bit hot. But the next one is called gambas al ajillo. So it's shrimp with olive oil, white wine, and garlic. Kind of similar to a scampi, but a lot of flavor. And then you can adjust the different ingredients depending on your taste preference if you want to add more garlic, more greens, whatever it is. First, I like to toss in a slice of lemon, and then we add our shrimp to the mix. We'll see how fast that cooks over here. Also, I don't know if everyone can see. Yeah. So the goal is when we add the shrimp in, just to have it pink on both sides, just lightly pink, because it's going to keep cooking throughout the whole process, and you don't want to overcook the shrimp. And you want the white wine and everything to reduce so you have a nice, thick, delicious sauce to dip the bread in. Or some people at the restaurant actually drink the sauce after they're done eating the shrimps.
Could you use the bread to sop up?
Absolutely. So this is actually working out pretty good.
Not bad for the first time.
Not bad for the first time, right? And then after the demo, I'm going to go in the back and make some for everybody else to enjoy as well. So we have the shrimp. You can add a little bit more olive oil, because why not?
And you said that you pair this with your white wine?
Yeah, so we actually have a wine shop at Forte too. So all of our wines on the wine list are available for retail. We have a little QR code over there. If you want to scan it with your phone, it'll save all of our information and show you the pricing on everything and what we have available right now. But a lot of cool nerdy wines. This one is really good from California, and this one retails for about $12 in the shop. And then our Forte and Friends wine, we have Chardonnay and Cabernet, and this is about $18 a bottle, and it's a liter. So
that's if you buy it at the shop. What if you sit down and eat with it? Is it the same price?
it's a little bit more. Okay. Yeah. So next I put a little bit of the parsley. Gonna add our garlic. I don't like to put the garlic in too soon because we don't want it to burn. And then a little bit of crushed red pepper. And that's gonna add a nice kick. And just a little kosher salt.
Is this your own creation, or is this something passed down, or what? How did you come about this?
So this is a traditional Spanish tapa. So in Forte, we do a variety of dishes, a lot of Spanish cuisine, a lot of Eastern European cuisine. But I mean, this translates into Italian cuisine, some Bulgarian cooking, Greek, so on and so forth. So
It's just a cultural avalanche when you go to Forte, correct?
Yes, absolutely. And we like to do fresh. So the way that I'm making it now, this is how we make it every time per order. Nothing sits, everything is made fresh as people are ordering it. And then we'll add a little bit of the white wine. Just a little bit, just to cover the bottom of the pan.
That looked like a little bit and then a little bit more.
And then the rest I'm gonna drink later. And that's it, guys. So all you have to do is wait for this to reduce down a little bit, and everything's gonna cook together. So very simple dish. You can add more to it. I mean, start to finish, what, like 2 minutes? 3 minutes? 20 minutes?
Yeah, it was. I was thinking because I was still fixated on the bread and tomato, but yeah, it was just a couple minutes. First of all, have you guys tried the tomato and bread? Let's hear it if you tried it. Yes, fantastic. She's gonna make some of this for you, obviously, and thank you, first of all. But I also want to share with you just something really cool. We are teaming up to do a little bit of a magic show and a meal coming up. It'll be within a couple weeks.
Next couple weeks,
Yeah, so check Forte's website out on that. She'll be preparing a special meal for the event. It'll be a lot of fun, just like this was. Thank you, Nina.
Thank you very much. Thank you, guys.
We are here live for the first virtual gala fundraiser for Adams Place Vintage and Vines. Usually we've been holding these events at Red Rock Country Club, at other venues, but because of COVID-19, we have to keep everyone safe, but we want to push forward with our theme of giving back to Adams Place. And right now I want to actually thank our big sponsors for the event tonight. We have Jaguar Land Rover Las Vegas. This is the showroom where we're at today. Thank you so much for accommodating us. As you can hear in the background here, we actually have a limited number of people, everybody social distancing, but everybody coming here to support and give back to Adams Place. Also, we have Las Vegas Review Journal, our media sponsor. We have Sierra Air Conditioning Heating, who are here with us today, UMC, Bank of Nevada, Lotus Broadcasting, Summerlin Medical Center, Gaming Arts, the Sterling Club, Born and Raised Restaurant, National Youth Sports Club, Rick Yarnell, Mark and Ann Wayman, Chef Rick and Michelle Giffen, and finally, Michael and Jack McLeod. So we have so many great sponsors. Round of applause for all the sponsors. We would not be here. Adams Place would not be as strong as they are without all the sponsors in the community. And we were talking about one of the sponsors was Sterling Club. Las Vegas' only private health club, just steps away from the Las Vegas Strip. I actually got a chance to tour there not too long ago. A wonderful facility, offers everything from tennis, resort-sized pool to spa, to a feature world-class dining, and actually got to go inside the kitchen with the executive chef, Dan Rossi, and we actually have a video to show you inside Sterling Club if you've never been there, and some of the things they're doing inside their kitchen.
We are a private club, almost on the Strip, north end of the Strip. We have just about everything you would expect from a club, and we have a dining facility. My specialty happens to be Italian food, but we're not singling out Italian food. We do try to utilize global cuisine, although everyone does enjoy some of the Italian specialties that I'm known for. Well, one of the favorites here is I do a yellowtail crudo. So it is a raw yellowfin tuna. We slice it to order, and we serve it we dress it with a little bit of agrumato, which is a Sicilian lemon olive oil, extra virgin olive oil that has Sorrento lemons compressed into it. So a little sea salt, pink peppercorns, pickled cucumbers, and finished with smoked trout roe, and then a little bit of micro shiso. So it's a really light, refreshing way to start a meal. The second dish I'm going to show you is the new pizza program. So I will hand stretch the pizza, we'll bake it off. Everything's fresh, everything's made in-house. They're 13-inch pies. It's kind of a hybrid pizza. It's in between a true Napoli-style pizza as well as a New York-style pizza. Third dish that I'm going to cook is fresh pasta. We're going to do a spaghetti alla checca. Checca is a Italian fresh tomato sauce that's usually prepared in the summertime. Not boiled, not stewed, but very fresh, along with our fresh spaghetti that we make in-house. Finished with a little Parmigiano and chili flakes. The Sterling Club is happy to be part of this fundraiser supported by Adams Place.
Well, folks, it is after 6:30, which means that the silent auction is over. So we will be tabulating all of the bids on that and announcing some of the big winners later on in the evening. But first, we have another fantastic entertainer, a friend of mine. I'm so happy to introduce Miss Kelly Vaughn. She has opened and toured with musical greats Lou Gramm, John Payne, and Tony Lewis. Tonight, she will be singing her original song, Waitin' Tables. Kelly Vaughn, everyone.
Thank you. I want to go, man. Yeah. I close my eyes and I'm out on the interstate. Can almost feel the wind in my hair. Red Cadillac, white leather seats and custom plates. Nothing's too good for a millionaire. My eyes are opened by the crash of a coffee cup. Joe's in the kitchen yelling, pack your order up. Waiting tables and saving tips. Getting by bit by bit. My big break's coming and I've got money to pay. Till then I'm waiting tables, waiting for the tables to turn. College degree through the mail can sure be tough, but I keep at it till my ship comes in. And when it does, boy, oh boy, I'll be cleaning up. You'll never see me taking orders again. But for now, it's 10 hours, just 5 days a week. Pouring coffee, slinging scrambled eggs and BLTs. Waiting tables and saving tips. Getting by bit by bit. My big break's coming and I'll have money to burn. Till then I'm waiting tables, waiting for the tables to turn. Laying down dinners, picking up nickels and dimes. Taking out the trash. Back into Jaguar. Thank you. Thank you. Hey.
Hi, Kelly. Thank you so much. That was beautiful.
Thank you.
You know, I've been watching Kelly for a while now because Kelly she actually performs around town. So talk to us a little bit about where you perform right now.
Right now, on Thursdays, I'm at Bella Vita at the District.
Yeah.
Thursday nights from 6 to 9. And Fridays, I'm at Prosecco's at 2:15 and Pebble from 6 to 9. And then I do different other shows, like shows. Remember those? My next one is Chianti on November 21st.
All right. And you have original music, but you also sing other music as well.
I do. Usually I do impersonations. So when you asked me to be myself, I was like, okay, I can be myself. But I do all around town. I do Reba and Dolly and Babs, and I do multiple voices and stuff like that. So yeah, it was kind of nice to be Kelly Vaughn tonight.
Yeah, it's so nice to have you here, for you to
Thank
support
you.
Adams Place, and just being part of the community is so good to have you here with us today.
Thank you so much for having me.
Thank you.
Really appreciate it.
Thank you so much, Kelly. First of all, if you're just watching us on Facebook right now, just want to remind you that we want you to help give as much as possible. So let's text to VV2020 to 44321. All of you here in the showroom can do that as well. You can text us at VV2020 to 44321. You can also go to our website. That's adamsplacelv.org, and there's a button to click to donate, so you can do that as well. And I think we passed 6:30, right? I think we're past. Our silent auction is actually over, but we're going to be announcing some big winners coming up a little bit later in the show. So thank you so much for everybody who have given money and donate and join our silent auction. So we're going to be talking about that. We have a goal of setting $25,000. So if you still can give, that would be great. And for all of you in here, I hope you've bought raffle tickets, because we're going to be announcing some prizes. Our interns, if people have not bought raffle tickets, make sure you get out there and sell as many raffle tickets as possible, because we want our special guests here to win some great prizes coming up. All right, so right now I actually want to bring up a very special guest. One of the families have been part of Adams Place here over the past year, and just kind of a way to show why this nonprofit is so great for this community and why it's so needed in this community. So I want to invite up Shira McGee. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Petrania.
Thank you. So Shira, we're going to stay on 6 feet apart just because we're safe, right? So Shira, tell us a little bit about your story and how you come in and got to know Adams Place.
Yeah, so last September, we lost our 1.5-year-old son, and we had a 3-year-old son at the time. So one of the most important things for us was obviously making sure he was okay, and that he was able to kind of get through his grief period as well, and we weren't quite sure how to do that with a 3-year-old. So we Googled places that we could possibly give funds to at the funeral instead of flowers at our son's funeral, because we felt that would be more beneficial. And we of course wanted to help the Las Vegas community, so just kind of did a Google search of what I could do and who we could help that corresponded with our situation and with grief. And so Adams Place just happened to come up, and we thought it was a great mission and felt that it really fit our family and what we were kind of trying to help our son Bryce. So we asked our family and friends to give funds to Adams Place instead of flowers at that funeral, and we got connected with Kelly, and she just blew us away with her kindness and her generosity, and through that we developed a really special relationship with her. And in fact, she named their Little's room after our son that passed, so it's Colt's Little's room, which was really, really special for us. And so ever since then, we've just really been involved with them, and they were able to put our 3-year-old son through the Camp Cope program and just helped him tremendously. He, was so young that we didn't know how to do that, but she brought in those resources that were able to really help him transition through that process, and so we'll just be forever grateful to her for that.
Yeah, that's great. And what an inspiring family, because I don't know Bryce has gone through the program, but I'm sure that this program has helped you and your husband as well through this process, right?
Absolutely, yeah. The program helped us too. We were able to connect to other families that had experienced loss and had experienced grief that we were going through at that same time. And to connect with somebody else in that way was just so helpful in that moment. And to connect with Kelly in that way was really helpful as well. She had obviously experienced the loss of a son, and we had as well. And so just that sense of community and that sense of connection is just something that truly got us through, honestly, one of the hardest and hopefully the hardest time we'll ever have to go through.
Yeah, and Shira, you've given back so much after, you've come through Adams Place, and we appreciate that. And you actually had a new daughter after that.
Yes.
Talk to us about that.
Yeah, so I was pregnant at the time of our loss, and so that was just a whole added layer of kind of what we went through. But we do have a beautiful 10-month-old baby girl now, and so she's brought a whole lot of joy into our lives.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Well, thank you so much for being with us today and for
Thank you.
sharing your story. I know your story means a lot to a lot of people out there who may not have a place. Maybe they're going through grief and loss, as you know, with COVID-19 right now. It's been kind of the running theme, right, for so many people. And to have you here sharing your story has just been amazing.
Yes.
Thank you so much, Shira. Thanks for being here with us today. Thank you so much. All right. So we, of course, urging you to continue to give. We're going to be here for probably another half hour or so. So stay with us here on Facebook. But now I'm going to send it over to my partner, Vinny Grasso, who has another special guest here in the studio.
This is the great chef, Gino Bernardo. He is the executive chef over at the Summit Club in Las Vegas. You've also been the executive chef at Nove in Herringbone. Yes. So what do you have for us today?
So we're going to take it back to Hawaii, little ahi tuna poke, which is one of my really a great dish. But I wanted to focus real quick, if everybody in the audience and you at home, we have two different types of tuna. So we have a bluefin otoro. So this is going to be a fattier, more luscious, what you would see like in a high-end sushi bar. So this has a ton of fat. This is a lean tuna, right? So a little more healthy, not as much fat to it and not as much oil. And
aside from visiting you at the restaurant, where would someone get that kind of quality?
Like Chinatown's great, like 168 is always good to go to. Or you could call me and I could be your tuna guy.
All right.
So poke is just a Hawaiian term for chopped up fish. And it's endless. So at the restaurant, we do all these great things, right? So we do pea shoots, carrots, chuka salad, which is seaweed, cucumber, radish, and edamame. But the whole thing behind it is the secret sauce, right? So it's a soy-based, a lot of jalapenos that we roast off, white sesame seeds, soy sauce, a little tamarind, and then you just want to mix it together. Right,
So it's a secret sauce, meaning all you're telling us is what you just told us.
Exactly.
Okay, all right.
And then you have futamaki, which is sesame seeds, nori. So that's going to give it a great flavor to it, right? And it's all about the mix, right? You want to mix it up, right? And then add it right to the top. We also warm up some brown rice to make this a really healthy dish. Now, if you're a vegetarian or you're a vegan, you can go in so many different ways. You could do tofu, right? And that's going to make it really... Or we're in a great autumn season, so roasted butternut squash that you could roast off and pre-make it, and then do the same sauce.
But it's all about the sauce.
It's all about the secret sauce that I let you know. And then we have a little hot sauce right on top. So this is a little wasabi aioli, and then that goes right on top. So poke is kind of endless, whatever you really want to do to it. I just think that this time of year, everybody wants to eat healthy.
Yeah.
Right? It's right before Thanksgiving. We know we're going to get really a lot of great turkey. But this is endless. You can make it with tofu. You can make it with butternut squash, and follow the seasons.
Fantastic. Thank you, Gino.
Oh, thank you so much.
All right. That looks amazing. Thank you so much, Chef Gino. And
What's that?
oh, you're making it for everybody. Even better. Thank you so much. So our lucky guest here at the Las Vegas Jaguar showroom. Gino, do you want to share anything else about the dish?
No, I just want you to know this is a great function. Thank you for having me at Adam's Place.
Yeah.
I really appreciate it. Being in the city for so long, it's great to give back to community. And thank you. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Gino, and thank you for sharing this. Gino Bernardo, everyone.
All right, thank you, Chef. And great food, great restaurants have always been big supporters of Adam's Place. One of them, who couldn't be here with us in person, we actually allowed us to go into their restaurant to share, is the Capitol Grill at the Fashion Show Mall. You've probably seen that at past Vintage and Vines event here in town. We want to take you inside and talk to executive chef Ryan Swanson, who shows us how to whip up one of his most popular menu this fall.
We really have a great butcher program. We butcher all of our steaks in-house, fresh, daily. We have a really great dry aging process. We age a lot of our steaks. That's really probably what we're known for the most, is the dry aging process and the fresh butchery all the time. So today we're gonna be doing a bone-in, dry-aged New York. That's Kona crusted. So we have our Kona coffee crust on it. We do a really nice shallot butter sauce with it. The Kona crust really adds a lot of great flavor to go with the meatiness. It kind of gives that little bit of coffee flavor in with that earthy meatiness from the steak. And the shallot butter brings in a lot of fatty flavor to it, and really just tops it off nicely. It's really unique. I think that the bone-in dry aging process, in and of itself, we age them for about 30 days. that right there really makes it unique. It really adds a lot of tenderness and flavor to the steak that you don't get with the fresh steaks. And then the Kona rub, we're one of the few places doing the Kona rub, I think. Tips for steaks, you got to season it well. A lot of people under-season their steaks. I think that's always a big tip. I think your cooking method, we prefer broiling. We do a lot of broiling here. That's great. Cast iron skillets are also amazing. The other biggest tip is probably rest your meats after you're done cooking them. Most people tend to cook it and then go off and eat it right away. So yeah, two biggest tips: season it well and then rest it when it's done cooking. We have an amazing wine selection, really extensive wine list. I think the location of the restaurant and our beautiful views of the Strip. We have probably the best views of the Strip in all of Vegas, both north and south on the Strip. It's really important for us to be a part of our community. Obviously, everybody that works here lives in this community, and we want to be a big part of their lives and a big part of the lives of everybody around us. And a lot of our guests are regulars here in Vegas. They're part of the community, so it really brings a sense of engagement with the community for us as a restaurant and all of our staff and everybody that's here. Capital Grille is really happy to support Adams Place and everything they do for the community. It really helps us stay engaged with the community. It really helps our staff have a great feeling about being part of the community.
All right, let's continue this lovely event by tossing it over to Kelly Boyers to talk about a longtime sponsor of Adams Place.
Yeah, thank you, Vinny. You know, the heart of Adams Place is about volunteers, because we use the power and the strength of volunteers to be trained to be our facilitators of group. And they truly are superheroes for our program. Day in, day out, and some have been with us for over 10 years. But we also have superheroes amongst us that help pull their resources, both financially and in so many ways. And sitting in my seat at times, I just don't know where to turn. But I can tell you there is one person in this town that I can turn to that I know will employ his resources for the good. And that is Mark Wayman and his wife, Ann Wayman. And he is the godfather of Las Vegas. And they contribute to many community charities. We just happen to be very lucky to be one of them. And I'd love to have him come up here and share a few minutes about being a superhero in our community. It's here, Mark Wayman.
My name is Mark Wayman, and along with my wife, Ann, who's coming up. She wasn't going to come up, but she's not shy. She's here now. Anyway, we own two businesses here in town, and Ann has known Kelly for about 30 years. And we do a number of things. We serve on boards. We come and sponsor events like this. And then, of course, we give away money.
Spread the word, most importantly.
Yeah. Anyway, we do live by the mantra, to whom much is given, much is required. And Kelly does phenomenal work here. One of the toughest things, maybe the toughest thing that can happen in your life is to lose a child. So we're just delighted to be here.
Absolutely, and they do such great work. Thank you, everyone, for supporting Kelly and her cause that she is so passionate about, and Las Vegas really needed this work to be done. So support Camp Cope, yes.
Thank you so very much. And I just wanted to say, we have some superheroes behind us, right? We need superheroes. Children learn through superheroes. They learn through play, and that's a big, important part at Adams Place. But that would not happen if we didn't have the volunteers that were the engine, the wheelhouse of Adams Place. And I would like to bring up a few that are here tonight that I want to say thank you to. And Shyla, would you help me pass out some flowers? Because without these volunteers, their heart, their commitment, we wouldn't have Adams Place, a needed resource for our schools, for our community. So Shyla, we would like to, and together, we would like to thank our volunteers, Karen Stevens. Woo! Karen, come on up, that's right. Karen is our phenomenal Littles facilitator and is our coordinator for our in-school program, where we've got 5 schools? 5 at least, right? And more on the way. We're just very grateful for Karen and all the energy she has brought to Adams Place. Next, we'd like to bring up Beth Bogman, which has taken me a long time to be able to say her last name. I'll just admit it here and now. Beth, we wouldn't be here tonight without you. And we are just so appreciative. Beth is an administrator at Adams Place, but her background as a teacher and being a part, her husband served in our Air Force, being able to be here and pivot like we've had over the last 9 months has been phenomenal. And Beth, thank you from the bottom of my heart. Thank you. We have someone who's not able to be here, Michelle Poe Hausbach. Michelle, we love you. All the graphics, our beautiful step and repeat, all the things that you see around here that help communicate what we do is because of Michelle's great talent as a graphic artist and her company as a brand manager. So we want to say thank you to Michelle. Here are the beautiful flowers, Michelle. There you go. So on behalf of the families that have been benefited from Adams Place, thank you, volunteers. We have our UNLV interns from the School of Social Work. Would you please stand up if you're not? Woohoo! What these ladies have done for us this past 4 months has been phenomenal. So UNLV's School of Social Work, the Greenspun Urban Affairs Institute, we're just grateful. And we know we are producing folks who will go into our community and make a difference. Many of them are going on to graduate school. Some of them may even come back to work with us. So help us keep our program going so that we can employ these folks and do even better things. We want to build a treehouse in Las Vegas so that Adams Place can be a branch, but there be other resources for children to receive mental health services. Help us take an opportunity at this low point in our community to build bigger, dream bigger, and build a permanent facility. So thank you to everyone. Wait, I gotta get back to the flowers, sorry. We have a special lady here with us tonight that helped us start our in-school programs with at her middle school, which is Lead STEM Academy. And I can't tell you how thrilling it was to work with her over the last 3 years and continue to work with her and her students virtually, and that's Ms. Frances Young. Okay, well, without any further ado, I'm going to turn this back. I want to thank all the volunteers, all our families, all our community partners to making Adams Place a reality and continue to be so. Thank you, Petrania. Wait, I have one more plug. These superheroes represent, we have a superhero club that you can join for $10 a month. It's an annual thing. It's $10. If you can do it, that's great, because every $10 makes a big difference in the life of a child. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Kelly. Yeah, so many ways to give. We're going to put it on the comment part of our Facebook as well. So we're going to put different ways. You can text, you can go to our website. So give as much as you can. We're trying to raise about $25,000 right now. First give, then share this page with all your friends and family. We're trying to raise $25,000, and we're going to we actually raised quite a bit of money on our virtual silent auction. We actually have some winners that we want to announce. Not all of them. We're going to be contacted you, and you can contact us as well. But I want to give some of the big winners from tonight. Thank you so much for giving on our silent auction page. Jacob Anderson, you've won 7th and Carson gift certificate. Andrew Yu, 2-night stay at the Cosmopolitan Spa and Brunch. Terrence McGee, Churchill Downs, Kentucky trip. That's pretty awesome. Monica Arebalos, 2-hour photo shoot with our photographer, Kat Nealon, who's here. So she's won a photo shoot with her. Kevin Keating, I think you're here with us in the showroom. 18 holes at Las Vegas Paiute Golf Resort. Lloyd Ringel, private wine tasting, Total Wine. Larry Stevens, couples massage or facial at Canyon Ranch. Congratulations to you. Frances Young, 4 aviator tickets. There you go. Andrew Yu, Golden Night and Nothing Bundt Cake. You've won that. Kevin Keating, another one for you. Huntley Hotel stay in Santa Monica. Also, Kevin Keating, big giver tonight. 4 aviator tickets to you as well. And Beth Boggin, you won Lash Booths from Rodan and Fields, so you're going to have beautiful lashes. Regina Sweat, you got a Mob Museum certificate. And finally, Dawn Blinder, Simply Radiant Hydrofacial. By the way, Simply Radiant, a great place spa, med spa. If you've never been there, a great place. All right, so those are the big winners for our silent auction. Thank you so much for giving back to Adams Place. Now we want to have some more music for you. This is actually a performer who could not be with us today in person, but we have a video of his performance. His name is Michael Peterson. He's actually a million-selling country music star with 13 #1 hits around the world. He and his wife are now proud Las Vegas residents and also supporters of Adams Place. Here he is with his original song called Leave the Rest to Me, written by Michael Peterson and Sharon Vaughn.
Did you ever have an adult sing a lullaby to you when you were a child? You know, trying to get you to go to sleep? I got to thinking about that the other day, and I thought, wouldn't it be great if there were lullabies for grown-ups, you know? Would you like that? Me too. So that's where this song came from. I won't pretend to know the answers when you need more than words. I'm well acquainted with your heart, and I wanna ease your hurt. You don't have to prove you're strong now. If it's rest you need, just lay your head here on my shoulders and leave the rest to me. Don't you be afraid of waking, even if your is breaking. Da-ba-da, ba-ba-ba-ba, ba-ba-da, da-da. Da-ba-da, ba-ba-ba-ba, ba-ba-da. Don't you be afraid of waking, even if your heart is breaking. Now don't you worry how I'm feeling. Just take the time you need for healing. Leave the rest to me.
All right, thank you so much. And that was a beautiful performance by singer Michael Peterson. And yes, he was great, right? Michael Peterson. And that song is so perfect with everything that's happening right now, what we're going through. So thank you, Michael, Sharon Vaughn, and his wife as well for helping us with this event. All right, so now Vinny is not only my co-MC tonight, he actually is an entertainer, and he has some tricks that he wanted to share with us. So Vinny, I'll let you take it away.
First trick is walking in front of your shot. I do that really well. For the folks at home, I just want to test this camera out, and we'll use some help. What is your name? Matina? I said that right? Matina, we're going to see if the folks at home see this the same way, but do you see any secret compartments in this box? No? There's no, like, mirrors in this? No? Okay, I'm not like, hiding a deck of cards in there? No? Huh? There's no, like, a dove? No, there's no birds in there? All right, how about, like, a bunny rabbit? No? None of that? Okay, great. The camera works, and so does everything. All right, that's silly. When folks find out that I'm a magician, I get asked a lot of questions, and the most common questions I get is, what is your favorite magic trick? And my favorite magic trick, that's a really easy question for me to answer. It's a trick I saw when I was 14 years old. I was watching The Magic of David Copperfield on television. And amongst all these big illusions that he did this one trick. It was so simple and beautiful. It was with a pencil and a borrowed $100 bill. Now, not only do I have a borrowed $100 bill tonight, but I have a $100 bill that was donated. Karen, who donated this $100 bill? It's in memory of Michael and his brother Jonathan, and he wanted to donate this to Adam's Place. So I will first do the trick with it and then give it to the proper authorities here. But if you watch closely, right about here, this is where the magic happens, or not quite the magic yet, because what I first do is rip the bill. Now, a lot of people don't think it's through the bill, but if it wasn't through the bill, would I be able to do this? Or would I be able to do that? No. Right through, and right through. Does anyone know why I use a pencil for this trick? No? It's because it has an eraser, and I can erase what happened right there, and there's nothing wrong with the $100 bill. It will still be donated. It sounded, thank you. It sounded like it ripped the bill, and you get that sound by, all I did was I took the pencil and I slid it through the bill really fast, like that. So that's how you get the sound of it ripping the bill. But you also saw the pencil going right through, I think, Ben Franklin's head. I'll show you what happens there. First, you start with the pencil inside the bill. So you start with the pencil inside the bill like this, and what happens here is it melts right through the bill like that without hurting it at all, just like that. And I'm going to put this over here as a donation in memory. Thank you, Patrana.
All right, thank you so much, Vinny. And if you want to catch Vinny live, Vinny, where can people find you?
Yes, so you can check my website, vinnygrasso.com.
Okay.
I do online shows, but we will be doing something with Forte in a couple weeks. So check Forte's website. And I see a lot of people have some food here, but I was just in the back, and Chef Bernardo and Chef Nina still have a bunch of food out there that looks amazing.
Good to know, because I'm hungry. Yeah, and talking about food, actually, we want you to check out Frankie D's Barbecue. They're actually with us tonight, right outside here. It smells really good. Frankie D's Barbecue is serving all of our VIP guests here inside the showroom tonight. And also, again, of course, Chef Nina Manchef at Forte Restaurant, and also Chef Gino Bernardo, who is with Summit Club. So we have so many supporters, such great food, such a great night to be here. And you know what? I think we need more entertainment. Anybody want to hear Kelly Vaughn back in action? For an encore? I think we need Kelly Vaughn back in action. Kelly Vaughn, welcome back.
Everybody having fun here and there and everywhere? She's a heartbreaker from New Orleans, drop dead Louisiana beauty queen. Her eyes are so blue they make you stop and stare. Then she'll look right through you like you're not there. If you see her come and take your heart and run, she's got a mama's eyes and her daddy's gun. She got a 38 stubby with custom grips, man stopping power at her fingertips. Oh, she can reload in a wink of an eye, but don't be fooled by her southern smile. If you see her come and take your heart and run, she's got her mama's eyes and her daddy's gun. When the sun goes down, she likes to get up and dance. Snakeskin boots and tight leather pants. If the boys whistle, she acts real shy. Let them have her out between the eyes. Are you enjoying my band? And thank you, Adams Place and Kelly, for having us all here. Come on, everybody. Come on, help me out. Now they say her bravado hides a broken heart. A smooth talk could tear her world apart. So she carries a gun instead of a grudge. If she finds that man, it won't take much till he's another trophy that she has won. With her mama's eyes and her daddy's gun. Oh, ain't no wrong that can be undone. With her mama's eyes and her daddy's gun. Mama's eyes and daddy's gun. And mama's eyes and daddy's gun. And mama's eyes and daddy's gun. Yeah. Thank you guys for having me. Appreciate it.
Thank you so much, Kelly. We're gonna come see you. Bella Vita, Prosecco.
Yeah.
And where else?
And Chianti's.
Chianti.
Yeah.
Very
yeah,
good.
please
Thank
do.
you so much. Let me grab that mic. Okay. You can't take that home. All right. Thank you so much. All right, everybody. So we are almost at the end of the show, but we actually want to do a 50-50 raffle right now. So people who are joining us, VIP guests, we're gonna. Kelly, do you want to come up here?
Thank you, everyone, for participating in our 50-50 raffle, which means you split the pot. The cash was $640. We're giving you $320. That sounds good. We can go have a nice dinner with that. We can go to Forte, right? So with that, I'm going to have one of the interns come in and make the lucky choice. All right.
793140.
Woo! Come on up. Yay! All right, we're giving away cash on this show. Come on up. There you go. Thank you for your support.
Wonderful.
Oh, thank you.
Thank
you
you
so much.
Thank you.
All right, I'll let you take the cash out.
Okay, we'll take the cash out. We're going to hand that to the volunteer. Awesome.
All right, so we have another gift that we're going to be pulling a prize from. This is actually from our friend Michelle Rothstein with Balloons with a Twist, and she actually made this beautiful balloon decoration. So if you look for Balloons with a Twist, they're Las Vegas based. And so we have a gift certificate, and also the lucky winner in here will also take this balloon decoration home. So if you want to throw a party with a balloon in the background. So let's pick a number.
Okay, back to the volunteer.
793141. Is it the same person? If it's the same person, you're very lucky. Okay, should I pick another?
Oh, okay, thank you. She's going to let us pick another one. Okay, very lucky.
We need the drum roll.
Okay. 84611720.
Come on, girl!
And how wonderful is that? Chris is one of our volunteers in our 5K, virtual 5K that's happening November 14th. Chris and the committee has put together an amazing event. We've had over 150 registrants. It's on November 14th. We're kicking it off at the Gardens Park at Summerlin. We'll have a concluding event on November 19th at Summerlin Medical Center. Summerlin Medical Center, we love you. We'll have our, on November 19th, this National Children's Grief Awareness Day, and we're happy to be able to share that moment with you and end our race.
Right, and we actually have one more prize.
Oh, it's amazing.
Okay.
What a fun night, right?
Lots of prizes.
Woohoo!
Actually, pick a number.
793120.
793120.
Woo!
That's awesome. You can just hand it right to
Thank you. Congratulations. Wine and chocolate from Ethel M.
Yes,
right?
Ethel M's. Thank you, Ethel M's. Amazing chocolates. Thank you.
Thank you. And actually, you know, we're actually coming up to the end of the show. So if you've been watching us on Facebook page on Adams Place, thank you so much for being part of this show. We're so glad to have you here and supporting us. But again, doesn't end here. Give back to Adams Place all year round. AdamsPlaceAlv.org is our website. Thank you so much. You can also text us as well. We'll put all that info in the comment below. Please feel free to share this video with your family and friends. And we talked about, oh, Kelly just left. Oh, there she is. So yes, a reminder, November 14th, our next big event is the 5K, Build Strong Hearts 5K. That is coming up on November 14th. You can do this virtually. So look for more info on our website as well, AdamsPlaceAlv.org. And Vinny, thank you so much for being here.
Thank you.
Vinny!
We really want to give a really great big thanks to all of our sponsors for partnering with us. We couldn't do it without you, and we really, really cherish this relationship and hope it continues for many years to come. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Vinny, and thank you for watching. We'll see you next year, hopefully in person. Thank you. Have a great night, everyone.